A short update on the energies. August 17, 2014. Let us begin this missive by saying that you have entered another one of those intense phases, where you will be as if turning in and out of a veritable maelstrom of different frequencies. This may sound more than a little daunting, but believe us when we say that you have all been well prepared for such an intensely transformational upheaval such as this. For once more you stand on the threshold of a huge leap in your vibrational frequencies, one that will bring you up to par as it were with so much of your ethereal surroundings. In other words, we think you will find yourself in familiar fields in a very short time from now, as what has been initiated now will indeed transport you, if not physically then at least energetically, to those lofty abodes you so hanker for. Let us explain. As we have told you before, this process of attaining higher and higher status as it were vibrationally, does not entail for you to leave your physical body behind. That is, it does entail for you to be able to exit it at will, if you will, in ways that will enable you to come and go as you please. Not by way of exiting said body as you all do when the time comes for you to leave this incarnation altogether, that is, through the usual process of dying. No, what we refer to now is the process with which you will be able to be here in every sense of the word, while simultaneously frequent other, more intangible layers of creation. In other words, what is opening up wider and wider now, are those portals through which you will be able to transport your being, that is, those parts not composed of material stuff, your soul or spirit or the part of you that is not a fleeting one, but the permanent one. That is the part you will be able to go around with as it were, as in witnessing events taking place far from your shores, and indeed taking part in events not taking place on your shores, the better for you to be able to restore the same conditions back home. In other words, you will be carefully instructed in going to and fro other dimensions in order for you to bring back information in ways that will be far more direct than the more roundabout way you disperse information now. You see, as you walk about as living antennas, broadcasting energetic information near and far through the vehicle of your body, you also carry with you energetic imprints that will awaken so much around you, both within your fellow humans, but also in those parts you might consider as inert in every way. But now, you will also put to the task in other ways, as in being asked to join in person as it were, in gatherings that will take place off your planet. Again, this may sound like no more than hyperbole to some of you, but that is in fact what will be set into motion more and more now. For as you awaken, and yes, we do mean that in a very literal sense, you will also become more and more able to stay tuned as it were whenever and indeed wherever it is that you go when you are not in your body. You see, you are already seasoned travelers, and you have not been confined to your earthly vehicles for a very long time. For you have all been going on many a lofty excursion for quite some time now, but as yet, not much of what has taken place during these outings will have registered in the human parts of your consciousness. But now, as the new levels within you will be made accessible one by one, you will also start to find yourself taking part in what will at first seem to be snippets from a dream-like state, but will soon start to magnify and solidify in ways that will help you to better grasp what it is you are here to do. For you are the connectors and the transponders in so many ways, and now, that will start to become even more apparent to you all. Not just for some hitherto intangible streams of energy, for now, you will all start to see and feel and know much more of what it is that you are so busy bringing back and forth. Remember, you also act as transmitters, not just receivers, and what you bring in you also bring out, and vice versa. In other words, through you, a veritable flood of information runs constantly, both back and forth, from the outer reaches of your consciousness and into your human parts, and from the outer reaches of creation down to your planet, and back out again. For this is not a one-way street, this is in all aspects an ongoing conversation that is taking place, where bits and bytes of information are constantly being shifted back and forth, the better to serve you, and the better to serve us to help to serve you. In other words, you are not only the ones grounding all of this incoming information, you are also the eyes and the ears on the ground, the ones that report back to the other side of the veil just how everything is faring, and so, you play an indispensable part in all of this. And now, you will become more of an observer into your own everyday life of being this all-important link between the two worlds. So stay tuned, as they say, and stay open to the fact that you will be brought more and more into the know. For you are already well versed in all of this beforehand, but you have as yet lacked the abilities to literally tune into it all. But now, that will change, as the floodgates have been opened yet again, so that the full force of the light will be able to remove those safety catches that were installed in order to help you through the first part of this process. In other words, you will find yourself accessing more and more of the full spectrum that envelops you all, and as you do that, more and more of what you are contributing to all of this will become apparent to you. At first, you will find it hard to believe, but by and by, you will find it in yourself to truly take it all in, and we venture to guess that you will all be more than a little blown away by what you will find within your scope of abilities, and we also think you will be more than a little amazed by what you will find already there on your track record. For it is already more than impressive, and it will only continue to grow as you learn to grow fully into your shoes, and that is indeed something we are all more than eager to be able to witness. The Constant Companions. Channeled by Asia North. asianorth.wordpress.com